Hello, kids. Welcome to your English class. Today I will be your teacher. In this unit, we're going to make the following product, which is an illustrated report. Now let's see the topic. Look at the picture. What do you see? Now here, what do you see? Here we have a car accident, right? Okay, let's see. An accident is something which happens without planning. What causes accidents? Well, an accident is caused by a combination or sequence of circumstances. Now we're going to watch the following video so we could have some tips of how to prevent or avoid situations of personal risk or accidents.
Hello, friends. Today, we'll learn about the safety rules. It's very important to know the safety rules. Staying away from danger is called safety. It's the state of being safe. There are many ways in which we can be injured or harmed if we're not careful. We should always try our best to live safely and follow all of the safety rules. The safety rules should be followed at home, at school, on the road, and actually, they should be followed everywhere. Let's learn about them today. Safety at home. We should be careful at home. Do not play with things like scissors, blades, knives, switches and wires, medicines, matchsticks, or fire. These can be extremely harmful for us. For example, if you play with scissors, you might get cut. And playing with fire is dangerous. You may burn yourself, or your house may even catch fire. Do not touch electrical equipment like switches and wires, hot irons, the oven, computers, music players, toasters, and other electrical items with wet hands. It may give you an electric shock. Do not go near the stove or touch the hot pans and boiling water. You may burn yourself. Keep your toys, bags, shoes, and other items in place. You or anyone else could fall over them. Be careful. Never open the door for strangers. They may harm you. While most people are good, there are some people who are not and do not keep kids safe. Don't be tempted by people you don't know. Now, we'll learn some safety tips for school and outside. Always throw the waste in the dustbin, buddy. Littering by throwing waste here and there pollutes the land and makes it unsafe. It poses a big health threat to animals and humans. We should always walk in a queue, wait for your turn, and do not push anyone. Do not ever leave your school or go anywhere with a stranger. Do not eat anything given to you by a stranger. It may be harmful for you. Remember to inform your teacher or school security if you see someone suspicious. Be careful on stairs. Do not push anyone or run and jump on the stairs. You may hurt yourself or others. When you're on the playground, always wait for your turn on the swings. Very good.
Here we can see the way that we could avoid or prevent some situations of risk. But now let's see 4 types that we've been talking about in this video. The first one is get sick. Can you repeat after me? The next one is fall down, have an accident, situations of personal risk. Well, now that we saw some of these kind of types of situations of risk, now let's see some recommendations that are going to help us to avoid these situations. Okay, let's start with the first one, which is get sick. How can we avoid get sick? Well, it is very important to cover your cough or sneeze. Another recommendation is to clean and disinfect frequently, touch objects and surfaces, especially with the COVID-19 situation, right? It is important to clean and disinfect everything that you touch. It is also very important to wash your hands frequently. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. The next situation of personal risk is fall down. Let's see the recommendations to avoid fall down. Well, one of the first recommendation is to throw the waste in the dustbin. Check the surface on the playground. It is very important to be careful. Do not push anyone or run and jump on the stairs. It is also important to hold the handrail and turn on a light before going up or downstairs. Now we have an accident. Okay, one of the recommendations, well, in this case, the recommendations are to avoid or prevent have an accident, not only a car accident, it could be any kind of accident, okay? Here, it is important to avoid climbing or pulling on big pieces of furniture. Limit distractions. You have to look both ways while crossing the street. Use the zebra crossing only when vehicles are stopped. How can we avoid or prevent situations of personal risk? Well, it is important to keep your toys in place. Do not touch electrical equipment like switches, wires, and electrical items. Hazard symbols mean danger. Do not play with harmful objects like scissors, blades, fire, etc. And now it is important that now you can identify all of these 4 types of situations that you may get charged with this information, okay? So let's be creative. This is only an example of the way that you could have this information organized, okay? So let's see this example, and I'm gonna ask you to repeat after me, okay? Situations of personal risk. Have an accident. Get sick. Fall down. Okay? Let me show you another way you can organize the information in a chart. Okay? So here we have the 4 types of accidents or personal risk situations. So here we have get sick, fall down, have an accident, and situations of personal risk. And here we have the recommendations. So you have to open your notebook and draw the chart the way that you want to make it, so you will have all this information organized. Now it's time to practice. To practice, I have this activity, which is a game. I guess that you really like games, right? Okay, so you can even practice once we finish the game. So you can type these words that we have in here. You can type them in your computer or maybe on your cell phone. But first, let me show you the way that you are going to play. Are you ready? Throw the waste in the dustbin. Look at the 4 pictures that we have here. Which one belongs to throw the waste in the dustbin? A, B, C, or D? I guess it is the letter D. Let's try. Yes, it is correct. Very good. Let's check the next question. Question number 2. Are you ready? Look both ways while crossing the street. A, B, C, or D? Correct answer. Very good. Let's see the next question. Question number 3. Be ready. Avoid climbing or pulling on big pieces of furniture. Is it this one? A, B, C, or D? Let's try the letter C. Is it correct? Oh no, it is not correct. Bonus round. Here you have to choose one card. Ready? Which one will you like to turn on? 50 points. Very good. Keep your toys in place. A, B, C, or D? I guess it is the letter B. Excellent choice. What about the next one? Cover your cough or sneeze. Remember that you have to cover with your elbow. Let's see. Yes, very good. Okay, now let's go back to the presentation because now it's your turn. It's your turn to make a memory game. We already practiced with an electronic game, but now it's your turn to make your own. Okay, so here we have the activity. You have to find the following elements, but first you have to make your own memory game. For example, you are going to draw the picture of one of the recommendations that we already practiced to avoid the situations of personal risk. And of course, as I told you, you have to draw the picture that corresponds to this recommendation. Once you finish, you can play with your family or your friends or your brother, your sister, okay? But continue practicing this vocabulary because for the next class, we're going to use it, okay? So that's it for today. See you next class. Thank you. Goodbye.